Good evening and welcome back to the Racecourse International Stadium. It's game number 2 for the day in this Super Saturday. It's week number 2, game number 4 here in the Champions League 2025-26. It's Serendib SC taking on Javelin in match number 10 in this Champions League 2025-26. Serendib SC coming off from a good opening week outing against SLTB, scoring 6 goals, and this is the story so far in this week. Earlier this day, Supersan SC taking the advantage against Moragasmul SC. Supersan SC took home all 3 points against their rivals Moragasmul, which was quite an exciting game in this afternoon. Ismail Abumere scoring a brace for Supersan, and here's the weather forecast for you for this evening. A slight shower is expected and a maximum temperature of 27 Celsius degrees, and with a wind blowing across us as well in this evening under the Racecourse lights here in Colombo. Quite an exciting game upon our hands, and if you're at home in the comfort of your homes, you can join us through all these channels and join us through the live action. We'll be bringing you the live action all these weekends for you. We are just minutes away from a kickoff, and both these teams have lined up in the tunnel, and just a few minutes before the all-important kickoff. While Serendib SC won their first encounter against SLTB, Javelin, they had a rest week in the first week, and this will be their first time stepping onto the pitch in this brand new Champions League 2025-26 edition here at the Racecourse International Stadium. There's a quite decent crowd gathering supporting both these sides, especially the Javelin outfit, the home team for this game. There's already numbers have come in into Racecourse Stadium to support the home side. Javelin have a rich footballing pedigree in the Sri Lankan domestic football scene rather, and will be well and surely an exciting encounter up for grabs in these coming 90 minutes.
Welcome the teams of Serendib Sports Club from Mavanala and Javelin Sports Club from Slave Island, Colombo.
And here come both the teams out the tunnel, following the FIFA flag Javelin stepping out to the field for the first time this season, while Serendib SC coming off of a superb victory against the Sri Lanka Transport Board, beating them 6 goals to nil. Serendib SC without their regular skipper Muhammad Ashir. They'll be captained today by Vignesh Vijay Kumar, the standing captain for Serendib SC in that number 9 jersey. Two heavyweights taking on each other. Serendib SC in their pink and black outfit, while Javelin in their white and grey outfit. Exciting times for the Sri Lankan domestic football fans all over Sri Lanka. And final handshakes are getting done, and both the teams will be posing for one final picture. And it'll be crunch time here at this Racecourse International Stadium. Here are the officials for this game. A.M. Jafran will be officiating the game, and Iran Udayakant, Ishara Ratnayaka will be his two assistants, while Tusita Samira will be in the touchlines assisting A.M. Jafran and the co. Javelin taking their photos with their entire squad since it's their first outing this season. And here's the high riding Serendib SC, full of confidence, and will be looking to continue their good run of form. And here are the two lineups. Here's the Serendib team sheet. Rishad Umar, Muhammad Riaz, Muhammad Rahman, Vignesh Vijay Kumar, the standing skipper for Serendib. Muhammad Farhan, Vijay Kumar Abhishan, Muhammad Lutufi, the goalkeeper, and Frimpangyo, Odum Enoch, Charles Quibena, and Darko George. Darko George was superb in their first outing against the Sri Lanka Transport Board. And here's the Javelin team lineup. Asela Rajavansha, Abdul Farik, Derek Fernando, Harshan Sumudu, Muhammad Azad, Divyanshu Singh, Muhammad Rizkan, Muhammad Alim, Oluwasen Oluwale, Asfaq Ayub, and Bhuvneshwaran Abhishan will be taking field for Javelin. Serendib FC fielding 4 foreign players, and Javelin on the other hand have fielded 2 foreign players. Divyanshu Singh being the latest signing for Javelin. He did sign with Javelin this last week and was the talk of the town in the football scene here in Sri Lanka. And it's all set to go in at the Racecourse International Stadium. It's always a good feeling playing under lights here in Colombo. One final hurdle for both these sides, and it'll be kickoff in no time. And if you can hear from the background, there's huge cheers for both these sides, especially the home side Javelin. They'll hope to kick off their campaign in style as well. Will be a mouth-watering encounter in this coming 90 minutes for sure. Serendib will be kicking off things from the right to left of your screen. Mohammad Rahman, the man of the match from the previous game for Serendib, will kick off things. And we are underway. And Serendib did try to do what they did in their first game, and surprisingly, they did manage to score from kickoff itself in their previous game against SLTB. Now, this time, Javelin FC rather, right up to their task. And quite an interesting approach that was from the Serendib FC players to run through with the ball from kickoff.
Good evening, Atif. A thriller on the cards as Javelin stripped off in pink. These early exchanges will be quite important for both sides to try and stamp the authority. Good curling ball into the penalty area, but just couldn't find a teammate. And in positions like that, being clinical will be important in set pieces. Goals may not come easy in games like this to star-studded outfits.
Pretty decent ball in from Derek Fernando. And, as you said, the goals won't come easy for either of these sides. It will be hard work in the entirety of these 90 minutes. There's a beautiful ball. And an awkward bounce leading Serendib FC for their first corner.
A brilliant ping ball to that penalty area. An awkward bounce, and the goalkeeper just did okay to put it out for a corner. But they'll be kicking themselves conceding a corner early on, Javelin. In goal, Ashfaq Ayub. He'll find himself lucky not to concede early on. Back-to-back corners for Serendib. Tall, lanky players in that penalty area. These corner kick takers will really need to find those tall lads. A foul on the Javelin player. Play has been stopped. players surrounding the casualty on ground.
There wasn't much in it, Rashwan. Was there anything to go down for? Because Muhammad Azad of Javelin, the number 8, going down very easily. And
Just not what you want to see this early in the game. Clock just ticking the 5th minute. It's been a stop-start opening 5 minutes here. Already seen a couple of corners, back-to-back corners for Serendib.
wasn't what he intended for Darko George. Not the best of corner kicks. And here's a Javelin on the counter, but a bit too much for the number 9 of Javelin. From George. Here's George down the wing. George into the box, and superb save from Ayub. This is brilliant from Serendib SC, driving through the defenses of Javelin. Darko George continuing his good work from the previous week. That was a brilliant run, and equally well saved from Asfaq Ayub. He has been busy in this opening couple of exchanges. Here's George with the corner.
Brilliant passage of football between both sides. Ashfaq Ayub doing well to keep it out.
Serendib looks like they are really organized, and they know what they are doing out in the middle, and they have executed their plans so far well. And Javelin opts to punt the ball out of the danger zone.
And off your screens, a Serendib player down on some discomfort. Frimpong Young.
Frimpong Yo goes down with a bit of discomfort.
And plenty of Aji going down there. And it's early doors in the game. And I'm sure these emotions will continue as we take a look at the incident. Just off your screens. Not much in it, but enough to put a football player down on the field.
Definitely, and it looked like Frimpong Yo's phase was in between the Javelin centre halves, two legs, and you can clearly see Frimpong Yo is in lots of discomfort.
Pleasant evening out here in Colombo. The rains have stayed away. And all the fans present here and tuned in to this live telecast will hope that these two teams will give out a classic under the lights at Racecourse. Doesn't look quite good when something like that happens. A lengthy stoppage in play. All these minutes will be calculated at the end of 45 minutes.
This was that bursting run into the box from George. Let into that brilliant save from Asfaq Ayub rather.
Indeed, almost getting his position wrong, Ashfaq Ayub. But a good save. Put Serendib at bay. 9.5 minutes gone on our clock. Lengthy stoppage in play. Just not what you want to see in the early minutes of any football game.
Nazar Hamid, Javelin FC head coach on your screen couple of seconds ago.
Yellow card being shown to both players.
Pretty interesting call from referee Jafran.
Indeed, both players just having a laugh about it. But both these players will have to be quite cautious in the next 80 minutes or so. It's a long time. The last thing they would want is to go down to 10 men.
Definitely, and play will resume with Asfaq Ayub with a drop ball, I believe. And after that lengthy stoppage, referee Jafran will be resuming action. As here's Javelin FC. Brilliant bit of touch from that Javelin player. Abhishan with the throw in. Sumudu, and beautifully orchestrated play here from Javelin. Abdul Farik. Beautiful pass, and that was a brilliant move. Almost paid off for Javelin, but resilient defensive work from Serendib said not this time.
Indeed, brilliant. Just bringing some life to this Racecourse crowd as well. Both these two teams have passionate following. I'm sure plenty of fans, not only in Sri Lanka, around the world as well, will be tuned into this live telecast.
Definitely, Javelin being the home side has attracted relatively a greater number of spectators here at Racecourse, and they are well and surely putting their noises here to cheer their home side. Mohammad Riaz getting away with that, and still possession with Serendib. They are a team with lots of pace going forward. And here's a Javelin with not so good defensive work, but managed to put the ball into touch. Riaz. Here's Riaz again. Beautiful footwork, and Riaz, not the best of crosses, straight into Ashfaq's mitts.
Indeed, and Ashfaq has really been put into the test quite early on. That will bring him a lot of confidence. Straight at him. Once again losing possession. Serendib have done well to intercept, but that through ball a tad bit too heavy. And intentions right from Serendib FC. And if they continue to knock on the door like this, that deadlock breaking goal could be around the corner.
Definitely superb off-ball pressing from the Serendib forwards, especially Darko George and Udum Charles Kobena. Beg your pardon. Brilliant off-ball pressing. And as you mentioned, if they continue to play like this, that deadlock breaking goal is not that far away. Brilliant touch. Muhammad Rahman.
Beautiful switch play, and gets his shot out. But once again in the pick of things and keeping a javelin in this game, Ashfaq Ayub has done really well to deny George. That turn was so good. And if we have something to say in these opening 17 minutes or so, Atif, I think the quality of football has really been great.
Definitely, especially Darko George on that in that right wing position for Serendib has been very lively, and he has showed in this opening 17 minutes that he can shoot from both of his legs. Vijay Kumar, the stand-in captain for Serendib, puts a cross in. Here's Mohammad Rahman from distance. Rahman was the man of the match for Serendib FC in their previous encounter against Sri Lanka Transport Board. Rahman managed to get a couple of goals in that game, one being a penalty. Brilliant touch, and player goes down, and that will well and surely be a yellow card.
Indeed, not the best of challenges coming in from the Serendib FC player. And will be very interesting to see if a card comes out.
That was Muhammad Riaz with that slide-in tackle.
Good to see Mohammad Rizkan back on his feet. That was a very harsh tackle on him.
Lots of words also been exchanged between these two sides. A very lively encounter so far.
Indeed, if anything have gone by in this opening 19 minutes or so, I think the emotions and the head-to-head battle between these two teams will be really interesting. It's been 20 minutes of stop-start football. Both teams trying to get back into the groove. Just the two-man wall by Serendib.
Beautifully taken, and Lutfi with an acrobatic save. What a free kick that was. That was a brilliant textbook stuff from the number 5, Derek Fernando. That was equally well saved, Mohammad Lutfi. Brilliant football. This is what the Sri Lankan domestic football fans have missed in this last couple of years, Reshwan. And here's Derek Fernando again for Javelin. He has got quite the left foot, and once again a tantalizing delivery into the box. Brilliantly defended from Serendib. Darker George in middle of the things. Here's Javelin. Brilliant touch. One touch too many from Javelin. Good passage of play for Javelin FC in the last couple of minutes.
Mohammad Lutfi was really put into the test in that free kick previously. There was one bullet of a shot from quite range as well, probably 45 yards out. Really tested him. Derek Fernando, he's been brilliant for Serendib FC in these opening exchanges. Rather, Javelin.
Brilliant ball in, and Javelin making a mess out of it. But ends up with winning a goal kick in favor of Javelin. Brilliant control from the number 19 rather. Aluwale for Javelin. Still good ball retention. This time it was Rizkan. Had some blows into his body, but Rizkan showing his capabilities here. Serendib reading it like a book and still manages to give away position. Javelin right up on their tails. Aluwale conceding a free kick this time. And easy offside. No, the flag stays down, and here's George with the opportunity, and Serendib FC breaks the deadlock. Mohammad Farhan with the easiest of finishes for Serendib. Beautifully orchestrated play from Serendib FC. And Darko George holding his nerve, putting it on a plate for Farhan. And Farhan does no mistake this time.
Indeed, all the hard work from George was finished by Farhan. Look at that. He just went past Ayub with ease, and then he was brought down. And Farhan was in the right place, in the right time, and a calm and composed finish. Serendib FC draw first blood. It was Frimpong Yao, not George, but a brilliant finish. As Serendib FC draw first blood.
Javelin's high line not working in their favor this time. And here's very unfortunate Abhishan. And here's Abhishan yet again. Brilliant off-ball pressing Serendib. They have continued to press really hard and up against this Javelin outfit. Riaz to Rahman. Still position with Serendib. Here's Rahman. Rahman will go over the shot. Not the best of connections.
Serendib FC, they have really come here to play. Would love to see some position-based football. Both teams have been guilty in just gifting away position. And it's Javelin with an early change to try and change their fortunes. Number 18, Irfan
Imadullah is then player into the pitch for Javelin. Quite an interesting change from Nazar Hamid, Javelin head coach. Yes, Serendib. That bit too much from the skipper, Vignesh Vijayakumar. Standing in for Muhammad Ashir. He is out for this game. And here's Serendib yet again. Here's Muhammad Riaz. Kwebena. Skipper Vijayakumar. Nice hold up play. Beautiful give and go. Frimpong Yo has been really good for Serendib up front so far this game. Hold up play has been brilliant from Frimpong. Yet again that off ball pressing has won them the position, but a shot with hope, but straight into Ayub. Yes, this goal scorer Farhan. Here's Farhan. Farhan with load, full of confidence, finds George. Quite a quiet passage of play for both these sides after that goal scored by Farhan. And here's Serendib yet again. Quebena has been the heartbeat for Serendib. Everything goes through Charles Quebena. He has been brilliant so far this game as well. Was brilliant in that first game against Sri Lanka Transport Board, and this time Javelin FC's highline coming for good for them. Playing with a highline is like playing with fire. If it goes well, it goes well. If not, it will be curtains, as we saw when Farhan scored that first goal. Brilliant bit of defensive work. This time Enoch.
Javelin with an opportunity to try and test this Serendib defense. Ola gives it out. Just can't be that first defender. And as you mentioned earlier, Atif, I think this Serendib outfit has really formed well in the back. They draw back soon. Good curling ball. Did opt to go for his overlapping right back. Now Serendib looking to counter.
Rahman with nifty bit of footwork. Here's George to Farhan. Farhan to George yet again. Frimpong Yaw with a brilliant feint. And here's George. Yaw rather. One touch too many. Still position with Serendib. And they do manage to find a way. He was in an onside position, but
he was penalized for that challenge, I think. Just outside the box. Even though that goal wouldn't have counted, but that was a massive save from Ayub in goal for Javelin. He's really kept them in the tie. Approaching that 45th minute, around 10 minutes more in this first half. Javelin yet to test the keeper in open play. We saw Latifi being put into test from that set piece, but other than that, he's been not called into action.
And it has been the case for Javelin, not putting Latifi into test quite often. And on the other hand, Serendib SC have been knocking on the door quite often in this opening 33 minutes or so. And kudos to their defense as well. Brilliantly organized and led by Odum Enoch. Has been solid in the back for Serendib. Here's Riaz. Abdul Farik. Good bit of position play from Javelin.
This is what Javelin should do, Atif. Just keep hold of position and try and catch this Serendib defense napping. And this is some good play and a long ball being played. But still in attack are Javelin. And after all the good work, and when you do something like that, just all goes undone.
That was pretty poor from the javelin forward. After all that hard work, as you mentioned before, they'll expect more than that from him. And here's Serendib. Ayub. Playing with fire. Ayub. And here's Javelin. Rizka. Sumudurada. And Olawale down the wing. Change of positions from Olawale. Dancing feet of his. Here's Olawale into the box. And he wins a corner. Positive signs for Javelin SC here through Olawale. Leading the charges for Javelin. Derek Fernando will be hoping. And good punching save from Lutufi. Still doesn't manage to clear the lines. Oh, that was the collision.
Lutufi almost making high hash of it. Fortunately, no harm done for Serendib FC. A timely break for both sides just to regroup as we enter the final 10 minutes of this first half.
All the safety measures are done and dusted. And Muhammad Azad is back on his feet. Small in stature, but with lots of heart. Muhammad Azad. And here's M.R.M. Murshid, head coach for Serendib. He has been pretty busy on the touchlines, leading his charges, and they have delivered with the goods for him in this opening exchanges. And we are almost at halftime here at Racecourse International Stadium. Nice bit of ball retention. Here's Farik. Nice communication from Javelin. Here's Olawale. Olawale. Azad giving away the ball very cheaply. But Riaz. Azad. Good bit of work. Very well defended from Serendib. Superb end-to-end stuff from both these sides. And here's Serendib FC yet again. Kwebena. With all the stoppages we had, we might get quite a fair amount of stoppage time as well. Good hold up play from Olawale, wins them a free kick. And with what we have seen so far, Derek Fernando will be licking his lips, licking his fingers rather, with this free kick.
Indeed, from his left foot, he'll really look to curl this one in. Can he produce a moment of brilliance for Javelin when it's really needed? Backpedaling in the game, Serendib FC in the lead.
Going into the break with all things squared, will be the only hope for Javelin with this free kick. And here's Derek Fernando. A very important free kick coming up for Javelin. Here's Fernando.
A set piece goes in vain for Javelin. This time around he's made a hash of it. Now Serendib looking to build position from the back, but good defensive work coming in from Javelin. They really need to find that equalizing goal. They love to go into that break all squared. But now Serendib looking to double their lead. And a brilliant pass. Brilliantly controlled. And just the conditions coming into play. Just slipping in this well-maintained Racecourse outfield. Like how quick the transition from midfield to attack from Serendib, and a brilliant ball, almost Ola getting to the end of it, but Lutifi was out there in no time.
Brilliant run from Olawale. And Lutfi was up for his task as well. Here's another look of that brilliant run from Olawale, and equally well saved from Lutfi, coming off his blocks and timing well his dive as well. Enoch goes long. George now playing on the left, switching sides with Abhinash, and a push from the back, but the referee stays still, and yet again we are seeing hands being thrown at each other.
It's been a fiery contest in this first half. We've seen plenty of exchanges between the two sides. And come that second half, I'm sure it will really bring a lot of intensity. It's all to play for as we approach the 45th minute mark. Javelin skipper not so happy. Harshana wearing the number 7 jersey for the club from Colombo. Acrobatic pass. For sure he didn't mean to put that on goal. Four minutes of added time. Can Javelin find that equalizing goal?
They have shown signs of it happening, but the end product has not been up there. But with this break coming up, Oluwale and his troops will be coming off fresh into that second half. Zahir Rahman playing it short. Enoch. Passes it to the crowded area of the Javelin defense. Here's Javelin. Azad. Brilliant pass to find Oluwale. Riaz clearing his lines. And Serendib launches an attack. Beautiful piece of work. Here's Frimpong Yo. Beautifully baiting his man, but couldn't find the skipper Vijay Kumar in the box.
Very competitive into this first half. Javelin really fighting hard for that equalizer. Harshana. A shot from range, but just not enough to test Luthufian goal for Serendib FC. Good to see Serendib just eager to try and get this ball upfield, to try and double their score before going into the break, and playing with fire. Putting that ball into the back was not the best of decisions, but no harm done for the lads in pink. A brilliant turn, plays a through ball, but good defensive work coming in from Javelin.
Much needed intervention from the centre half. Here's Serendib yet again launching the ball up front, and here's a beautiful chance, and Frimpong George, Darko George rather, goes down, and Asfaq Ayub with the infringement this time. Brilliant bit of work from Darko George, and drawing the penalty. Beautiful bit of work from Serendib. Here's George, and Asfaq Ayub had no chances. He had to go for that ankle tap.
What a brilliant ball that was, Adif. Look at that. Almost going around the keeper. But Ayub's fingertips bringing him down, and it's Javelin who concede a penalty at the brink of half time. If Ayub could save this, this will be a massive win for him. But very surprising to see the cards haven't come out. And there comes the card out. That was on the cards for Ashfaq Ayub.
And
As soon as he went into that challenge, it was not so good news for him.
And if he does manage to save this penalty, it will remind all the football fans of what Luis Suarez did back in 2010 against Ghana. The infamous handball of Luis Suarez. And it did make sure Uruguay going through to that knockout stage. And here's Darko George.
With an opportunity to double their lead going into the break. And a save. And Ashfaq Ayub has really kept Javelin in the tie. He sacrificed getting a yellow card. And he's really kept Javelin in the game, and what a save. And George will be kicking himself, not being able to double the lead going into the break. A poor penalty from the spot, as Javelin will come back with plenty of hope in the second half. And Serendib FC will be kicking themselves, not being able to double their lead. At the brink of half-time, they had that opportunity. As you see the half-time score confirmation, Serendib 1, Javelin 0. And the next 45 minutes, Javelin will bring it their all under the lights here at Racecourse on Saturday night. A thrilling second half on the cards here. We had some closely exchanges between the two sides. Ashfaq Ayub almost finding himself in the wrong end. We had plenty of stoppages in that first half. George really threatened Ayub in goal. This was that one effort, that one good opportunity that did go in vain. Brilliant first half performance from Serendib FC. This was Derek Fernando's set piece, almost finding the back of the net. Brilliant effort from Latifi to keep him quiet. And this was the deadlock breaking goal. Farhan just fires his shot and finds the back of the net to break the deadlock. All the hard work was finished by Farhan with no mistake. Shots did come galore for both teams. Javelin really were knocking on the door. Likes of Ola were really in the pick of things, but just not enough. This was the drama that unfolded at the brink of half-time. That was given a penalty, a clear-cut penalty, beautiful ping ball. And then that save from Ayub to keep Javelin in the tie. And just a goal deficit between the two sides heading into the half-time break.
And we are back with the live action. And what an end we had to that first half. Brilliant save by Asfaq Ayub. And we have an exciting game upon our hands in this 45 minutes to come. Javelin will be kicking off things in the second half. Darko George will be kicking himself after missing that penalty. It was a poor penalty from George, and a brilliant save from Asif Ayub. Here's Olavale right off the blocks. Back to his business. Olavale winning a free kick. This is not the first time we are seeing Olavale holding up the play and winning a free kick in a dangerous position. Derek Fernando. And this time it will be Muhammad Azad with the dead ball duties. Swinging it into the box. And Olavale inside the box will be his main target for sure. Here's Muhammad Azad with the ball in right over the crossbar. Lutfi had it covered this time. Might have caught the defense off guard, but tad bit overcooked from Muhammad Azad. Here's the hero so far for Javelin, Asfaq Ayub. Brilliant bit of work in that latter part of the first half. Asfaq Ayub taking his time. Javelin should make sure they come good in the final third to level things up as soon as possible. If not, Serendib will walk away with all 3 points as we have seen throughout this game so far. Serendib going forward has got loads and loads of pace up there, up for grabs, especially Darko George and Frimpong Yo. Both have the ability to shoot from both their feet. Here's Javelin. Javelin should minimize those kind of errors if they are to give a comeback. Here's Fernando. Good ball into the box. Still Javelin with possession, but skipper Somodu had other ideas. And in the meantime, Olavale is down with loads of pain from that blow he had, I believe. Seems like he's in huge amount of discomfort, Olavale. He has been in the pick of things for Javelin. Odu Minok taking no chances that occasion. He has been solid as a rock in the back for Serendib. And play will resume with Odu Minok. Here's the stand-in skipper Vijay Kumar. Brilliant piece of work from Frimpong Yor. Yor down the wing. Cuts it back. Finds Quebena. Quebena back to Frimpong Yor. Javelin. Be taking the throw in pretty quick. And Derek Fernando. Enoch driving forward and still position with Vijay Kumar. Vijay Kumar draws a foul. And the whistle was blown not for a foul but for a throw-in. It was a brilliant run and a good touch from Frimpong Yor, but it was a bit too much for Vijay Kumar to handle with. Zabishan. Frimpong. Draws a foul yet again. Frimpong been brilliant with his footwork and his hold-up play. This is what a striker should be doing, leading his charges. If you are someone learning the trade, this is the perfect example. As a striker, this is what you should be doing. Mohammad Rahman. Plenty of pink shirts inside the box. Bit of hold of play, but play resumes with Mohammad Rahman with a brilliant ball into the box, but safely pouched by Ayub. And Ayub this time with a poor clearance and this is what happened just seconds before. was a clear-cut opportunity for Javelin, but not the best of decisions taken by Olawale. And this has been an end-to-end encounter since that second half's whistle went off. Still Serendib FC pressing it very hard and up on Javelin's toes. Here's Javelin trying to build up the play from the back. Harshana Sumudu at the firing line yet again. Muhammad Alim. Olawale. Bit of aji-baji from both these sides. Javelin tries to win possession. Olawale. But Kobena too good for Olawale this time. Frimpangyo, what a through ball to find George. George goes down, but referee says no penalty and switch of possession. Here's Serendib regaining it. Kwebena. Cheap giveaway of possession, and Javelin will be looking to knock at the door and grab and equalize as soon as possible, but by the looks of it they are miles far away from doing so. Here's Serendip yet again trying to go forward and clumsy bit of defensive work, trying to play it too safe, and this time Vijay Kumar plays it, hits it straight into Ayub's mitts. Didn't have much of help. Vijay Kumar in the box had to go for that shot. It was a tough angle to score from, but nevertheless Serendip keeps knocking on the door. Here's Javelin. Brilliant from Serendip and their goalkeeper. Their defense line led by Odumuna Enoch has been brilliant. And yet again Farhan giving no room whatsoever, and easy as you like for Serendip Bessi. A well organized defensive line and executing their plans for perfection. Brilliant display of defensive work, and here's Serendip. Here's Javelin. Yet again Enoch. Brilliant bit of work in the back. Here's Kwebena spreading the play. Georgia driving it forward. Fernando. Beautiful diagonal, and what a touch. Here's Abhishan with an opportunity and a much needed intervention from Bhuveshwar and Abhishan. A battle between the two Abhishans here at the racecourse.
I think that tackle and that pressure from behind really just overcooked that second touch. Brilliant passage of play. And Serendib FC really knocking on the door to try and get that 2-goal cushion.
Serendib FC taking their time and brilliant passage of play, as you mentioned, by the Serendib outfit. Looks well organized in the defense and well organized going forward as well. Keeping it very simple, this Serendib outfit. And as the saying goes, simple is the best. And they are paying dividends, this Serendib FC outfit. Here's Odominok. He's eager to keep that clean sheet. Brilliant from Abhishan. And a throw in favor of Serendib FC. Nice from Vijay Kumar. Didn't have the numbers inside the box. Here's Alim Farhan Rad, the goal scorer for Serendib. Farhan with the cross. Nice work by Kwebena.
Opting to go for that long throw into the penalty area. Plenty of white, pink shirts ahead. Javelin doing the bulk of the defending in this stage of the game. Around 28 minutes left, not much. Javelin will really need to show some urgency.
Oluvale trying to do all on his own. And as you can see, the frustration is slowly but surely creeping into these Javelin players. There's plenty of football to be played in this game. There's 27 minutes or so to be played, plus stoppage time. Javelin should make sure they stick to their plans and execute them well, rather than trying to do something out of order. Plenty of support for Javelin, but their team has not been up to their mark so far this game. Just one moment of brilliance from Asfaq Ayub in that closing minutes of that first half, and that's the only positive so far Javelin has to take home from this game. But there's plenty to play so far this game. Anything could happen in this coming minutes.
Derek Fernando's set piece work is just brilliant. He's really showing some temperament, just not being able to find that finishing touch. Brilliant from Serendib. And just off our screens, a big opportunity for Serendib FC, but being denied as you take a look at the replay. Brilliant tackle, a much needed one. Nevertheless, a corner for Serendib. Picks that ball, it gave it some power, and a shot from range just hits the side net. 65 minutes, 66 minutes rather gone past. Javelin yet to get a shot on target on open play. And as we speak now, he's found himself in the offside position. A good defensive high line from Serendib FC denies Javelin with an opportunity. What a brilliant tackle once again. Serendib FC really just putting in a big shift in the defense as Javelin just shuffling the pack, bringing on some fresh legs. And Mohammad Rizkan being replaced as Rishad Ahmed will come in. These changes will be surely tactical changes up front in the attacking aspect of the game for Javelin. Javelin really looking to play this ball upfield. They really need to keep possession. That's what been lacking for the lads in white. Brilliant play. Drew a couple of defenders. No harm done. Brilliant from Serendib. I really like, and that's a handball appeal by Serendib FC, but the referee says play on. Fernando plays that through ball, but Farhan up to it, and probably with that tackle cramping up as well. It's hot and humid conditions here in Colombo. That was a brilliant tackle, brilliant sliding tackle. Surely some cramps for Farhan, the only goal scorer in this encounter. Came quite early in the first half. Back on his feet. He's been brilliant in the back for Serendib FC.
Very important set piece for Javelin, and this time overcooks it a bit. Long throw in taken from the Serendib player. Derek Fernando spreading the play, but timely intervention from Farhan. Puts the ball in front, but equally well defended from the Javelin defense line. Here's Alim. Top diagonal ball, and still position with the Javelin. Derek Fernando. Tad bit too much from Derek Fernando.
Time well and surely running against Javelin. They'll really need to show some urgency to try and take away at least a point.
So far they have not shown any signs of doing so, as you mentioned, Reshwan, of getting that equalizer. But it has been all Serendib FC in the second half, causing all havoc in Javelin's penalty box. Here's that incident. And Frimpangyo is back on his feet, and game resumes with Javelin with possession. Enoch doing what he does best, and Kwebena gives it to George. And here's George bursting through the box. Still here's Frimpangyo goes down, and that will be a yellow card for Duminok, I believe. The second booking for the game. First was Asfaq Ayub, and now Duminok has got into the referee's books. Serendib FC defense caught napping, but they do manage to get the ball out of danger. In the meantime, there will be a substitution for Serendib. Mazahir Ayman will be replacing Mohammad Rahman. Rahman not having his best of games, but manager Emare Murshid will be happy with where his team is right now at this point of this game. Georgia, beautiful give and go. Alim puts it over the top, but still Serendib manages to win position, and Quebena was a bit hesitant, the Javelin centre half, but back to Abhishan. Alim spreads the play, and well defended from the Serendib fullback. Aluwale puts the ball into the box, and a free kick in favour of Serendib. Unnecessary shirt pull. Quebena fights and wins the ball for Serendib, but Javelin in a flash with possession, winning the possession yet again. Here's a Frimpong. Safely pouched by Ayub. Ayub goes long. And Enoch lets it bounce, but safely handled by Odum Enoch. Beautiful strikers play from Frimpong Yang. What a diagonal pass and a switch off play. Here's a Darko George. Will be fancying his chances, and George goes down. That there was too little, and it was too soft by Darko George. George diving over the ball is not going to help his cause by any means. He had an opportunity to score a penalty, but Asif Ayub came against him with a brilliant save. And this has been the case throughout this tournament. Coming into the 80th minute or so, most of the players cramping up and showing fatigue has been the case throughout this campaign so far, and not good signs going forward, but lessons to be learnt for all the players as well to be in good condition and good shape going forward in this tournament. But because it won't be easy going forward this tournament with games coming thick and fast every weekend, and you can catch all the live action. And here's a Serendib FC with an opportunity, and that second touch was a bit too much and took it far away from him. He'll be kicking himself. It was the skipper Vijay Kumar with the pass, and it was Abhishan, if I'm not mistaken. Lutufi playing mind games, and here's and well. If there was VAR, it would have been surely sent upstairs.
Well, not the best of moments from both players. He can't use his hand. Javelin really now will not want to lose the plot. They are chasing the game from here on. They've been doing that since early stages of that first half. A very, very long 8 minutes coming up for Serendib FC. And for Javelin, a very quick fire 8 minutes. They'll feel like the clock ticking against them.
Definitely it will be the case for Javelin FC. Here's Alim under the dead ball. Muhammad Alim. And here's an opportunity for Javelin. Brilliant from Lutufi yet again. Not what Alim intended for, but it created an opportunity, a goal scoring opportunity for Javelin. And Muhammad Lutufi, the saviour yet again for Serendib FC.
A chance gone down, begging to equalize proceedings here. Not the case. It's Javelin now once again, good interception.
Enoch does not mess around. Enoch, he has been brilliant in this game. Alim Uluvale. And as we speak, it's Charles Quebena who's going into the referee's books here. Poor free kick taken from the javelin player. Here's Abhishan. Given away the ball cheaply yet again. Not the most eye-catching piece of football you will see, but nevertheless Serendib FC will be happy with how the proceedings have unfolded so far. And another tantalizing delivery to the box from Frimpong Yor, but nothing doing. And Javelin yet again. They have tried so hard, but the resilient defense led by Odu Minok have been solid as a rock for Serendib. Oluwale playing in a much deeper role. Here's Javelin with an opportunity. Javelin, and the play goes down. Good switch off play. Here's George. He doesn't give up and finds Farhan. Farhan with a brilliant ball. Yo! And he has been caught offside. Play resumed quickly from Javelin. Abhishan goes down. Here's Oluwale. Oluwale with the cross in. Still position with Javelin. Harshana Sumudu, the skipper. And Javelin opting for substitution from what we are hearing. Andrew Devas will be coming on to replace Derek Fernando. Fernando had a decent game, but no end product for Javelin. And in the meantime, Javelin with a corner kick. Muhammad Azad. Decent delivery into the box and brilliant from Serendib. Easy offside. Easy, and yes, he is brilliant from Serendib defense line yet again. They are rock solid in the back. This Serendib defense line led by Oduminok. Here's the confirmation of that substitution. Andrew Devas taking field, replacing Derek Fernando.
Javelin probably just getting their final sub onto the field. Young Andrew Azola almost finding the back of the net.
Here's Javelin yet again. Oluwale. Here's Serendib. Tired legs from both the sides, but it's Serendib coming on top in this game.
Indeed, Atif, it's been a very competitive 90 minutes of football between the two sides. Serendib will be eyeing that final whistle. They are around 3 minutes away from securing the 3 points and an all-important clean sheet for Lutifi in goal.
Oluwale. Webena with a timely intervention. Here's George going for something spectacular. That was not needed from Darko George when things are under control.
Switching play, but now Javelin. Goal scorer Farhan. He's been brilliant in the back, but lost position. But a massive tackle, which will lead to a corner kick. Rather, the referee decides that it will be a goal kick. Not much fuss from the Javelin players as well.
Farhan, what a game has he has had. Score in that deadlock breaking goal, and now with the timely interventions. Yes. Here's that knock taken by George, and this will probably be the last kick of the game, as we have come to the end of the stoppage time as well. And that's it. Serendib SC makes it 2 wins in 2 games. Mohammad Farhan's deadlock breaking goal was enough to secure all 3 points for Serendib SC here against a much formidable side.
Indeed, what a game of football. Javelin will be very, very disappointed how things panned out for them in the 90 minutes. But they did face fierce competition between these two teams. Serendib FC will walk away with the 3 points and the all-important clean sheet as well. That's how much it means to both set of players. Serendib FC will walk away thanks to Farhan's goal in that first half. It's the lads in pink who claim all 3 points and the clean sheet as well.
Super ball route performance from the Serendib Ch outfit. Defensively, especially led by Odu Meenok in that centre half position. They were brilliant in the back. This Serendib outfit.
Indeed, that's your full-time score confirmation. Serendib 1, Javelin 0. And just the goal giving Serendib the win. Early goal in that first half, courtesy Farhan, has given Serendib all 3 points in this thrilling encounter under the lights here at Racecourse. It's been the second 45 minutes where Javelin really tried hard to find that equalizing goal, but it wasn't the case. Serendib as well, they were really fighting for a 2-goal cushion, but that as well was not the case. This was a heavy touch, just failing on him, but other than that, chances did come by for Javelin. 2 clear-cut opportunities, and this one would have really put rather given Javelin at least a point in this encounter against Serendib FC, but that's not the case. As you see the fixtures and the results from this week number 2 of the Sri Lanka Football Champions League 2025. Sri Lanka Police ran past Mathura City 5-0, and then New Star handed SLTB a massive 8-0 defeat. And then today Super Sun got the better of Moragasmula 2-0, and the most recently concluded game, Serendib SC taking the win over Javelin 1-0. Tomorrow we'll wrap things up for week 2 as Pelicans Sports Club will take on a Solid Sports Club at 4 p.m. here at Racecourse, and then later on in the night it's Nigambo Youth taking on Saunders Sports Club, which promises to be a very, very interesting encounter under the lights here at Racecourse on Sunday night. That's it from us here from the Racecourse International Stadium. It's the end of the live telecast. It's me, Reshwan Pereira, together with Atif Siddiq, signing off from the Colombo Racecourse.